All right. Hopefully, you had a chance to share a little bit of your thoughts on what are the biggest problems faced by people around the world today. You hopefully also heard some of what other people had to say about this question. And this is sort of a driving question for us in this unit because our whole unit is based around some of the thinking that has been done by the UN, which is the United Nations. It's a group of 193 countries. Most countries around the world are part of the UN, and they have done some thinking around this. They came together and they said, in the next 15 years, we want to identify what are some of the biggest problems faced by people around the world, and we want to help solve those problems. So we've got some goals, and I'm going to introduce those goals to you today. Most of these goals are based on a concept of sustainability. And there are three parts to sustainability. One is the environment, so things dealing with air, water, land, plants, and animals. Another might be society, education, health, safety, opportunity, all that might be involved in society. And economy, money, jobs, trade, business, all this stuff comes together under this sort of umbrella of what we call sustainability. And the UN's done a lot of good work here. They've come up with 15 goals. Now, this happened in 2015, so they had the next 15 years up until 2030 to try to meet these goals. 17 goals, in fact, are what they came up with. So I'll introduce them to you now. The first one they just want is that there's no poverty. The second goal is no hunger. The third, good health. Goal number 4, quality education. Number 5 is having gender equality. 6, clean water and sanitation. 7, renewable energy. 8, good jobs and economic growth. 9, innovation and infrastructure. 10, we'd like to reduce inequalities. 11, the goal is having sustainable cities and communities. The goal for 12 is responsibly consuming. 13, climate action. 14, life below water. 15, life on land. 16, peace and justice. And 17 is partnering for all the goals, kind of putting everything together, sort of a goal. So with these 17 goals, we want to think about the year 2030, and we want to think about how can we meet some of these goals. So I'm going to show you a video in just a second that will let you know a little bit more in a little bit more interesting way about what these goals are all about for 2030. And then we're going to be doing some work on figuring out a little bit more about the goals and trying to meet our learning target for today, which is really just understanding a little bit more about these goals.